Okay, what's our plan of attack here? We need to go and attack Walmart. So let's make a map here. Okay? Right now, we are here, parking lot. Walmart is here. Anybody have any suggestions where to start?
We need to enter through the home and living, which would be approximately right here. So we walk across this way.
Camping goods are back here, Liz.
Camping, we need like a C for camping. We need to get a cart from over here. They get diagonal sweep to health and beauty.
Yes.
Health and beauty.
We gotta catch some snacks, so where are the snacks?
Snacks
over here.
Snacks are over here.
Okay.
So we will circle. We will grab our cart.
Camping,
Camping. Then shall we move to snacks?
I think.
Snacks. Over to health and beauty. Back out the way we came.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're
Ready,
ready.
team.
Ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3,
Go!
Okay, first off, water bottles. Hey, what do you think, girls and guys? Definitely
Well,
need a
you
good
know
water
what?
bottle.
You know what? That would carry a good.
Freak, you can never get that
Oh,
on the airplane. Too big. Way too big.
Well, this one's a little bit smaller.
No, it's still too big. Still too
Oh,
big.
okay.
Okay, let's take a look at one of these bottles that we have up top here. Oh, here's the Mist and Sip hydration bottle. What do you think about that?
You know what, Melissa? The only issue I see with this is the dirt that's going to get on that right there.
Oh.
You're going to be drinking that. I don't
Hey.
think that that's the best option.
Okay,
here's
not
one
a good
that
option.
has a cover. When you set it down, it will keep the dirt off of it.
Protected.
Let's see how you open it.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Perfect.
size.
Keeps it clean,
Has
sanitary.
a cover, clean.
And what's this little latch for? Keeping it shut. Oh, and look at this. It has a hook. You can hook this right onto your backpack.
Wow.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's
Let's
the
throw it
one.
in the
Let's-
buggy.
let's
Here we
get
go.
it. There we go.
Okay, we are going to be in Guatemala in the rainy season. A raincoat would be nice. Mama Lisa here has a raincoat, but you know what? It's too bulky, takes up too much room. Just too much room in your suitcase, and we're limited on
It's
space.
way too expensive.
And it's way too expensive.
No, don't need
What do you
anything
have?
like this.
Whoa. This here, light, very light, cheap, and will fit in your suitcase very easily. Will not take up a lot of room. I think we go with this. What do you think, Dave?
Yes.
Perfect. Put it in the buggy. There we go.
Here we are looking at the bug spray because, as you might have heard, the bugs in Guatemala are quite vicious. I, for one, have personal experience with that issue. So you're going to want to get a bug spray that has something about a high DEET content. A lot of the deep woods things have a lot of DEET. You'll want something like that. We don't recommend taking an aerosol can because sometimes those can cause issues when you go to get on the airplane. They're also very flammable.
So what kind did you find there?
We are going to use, see, this is a plant-based repellent, but it's not very heavy duty, so we don't want something like that. We're going to get this off Deep Woods Sportsman insect repellent. It repels against the West Nile virus. A good choice.
Even though we're going to have a photographer along on the mission trip, if you'd like to take your own pictures, that's fine. Be sure you bring your own supply of batteries. I recommend Duracell or Energizer. I do not recommend Rayovac batteries. And also, don't forget to bring your own camera card. There's a selection here. Be sure you get the right one for your camera. It's good to try out all your electronics, your cameras, and so forth before you actually go on the mission trip, because you may or may not be able to find what you need in Guatemala.
Some people like to take some extra snacks. You're going to have a packed lunch every day from the hotel. Lots of good stuff for you to eat. But sometimes you need a little extra something. So there's some things that we like to take with us. We usually like to take a nice variety pack full of crackers. You know, you're going to know that some of this stuff is going to get crushed in your suitcases, but that's okay. Crackers are always a good choice. Probably a little bag of grips. This would hit the spot on a hungry night. Now, I do want to caution you, this is one of our favorites for Vacation Bible School, but the cheese tends to explode in the airplane, so please don't bring any of this along unless you plan on cleaning cheese off of all of your personal items. Put that back on the shelf. Let's see what else we can find up here. Cookies, not so much. 50 grams. Yeah, I think so. Hey, and you know what else is a good choice? Sometimes people get to not feeling so well, so some saltines work out well. We like to take some of these premium minis because if somebody has an upset stomach, that's exactly what
Can you
need.
get any snacks in Guatemala, Lisa?
Absolutely. You know what? There is actually a little store that is right beside Hotel Candelaria. It's 2 doors down. And so anytime that you get a hankering for some Doritos or some Fritos, you can just send somebody to the tienda and you can get what you want there. So pack snacks, pack minimal. Let's go look for some granola bars and some power bars.
Let's do that.
Okay?
Now for those picky eaters, sometimes you'd like to have a nice little taste at home, so throw in a box of Pop-Tarts to the cart. We do not need the 48 box, unless you're staying for 2 weeks, of course. In case you need a little something extra, always keep a protein bar in your backpack, because they travel really well.
Here we are in the travel and trial size aisle, and here's an assortment of things that you can take with you to Guatemala. One thing that you may want to take is a mouthwash, not only for the regular use for it, but you can also use it to wash out your water bottle with after each use. There's also toothpaste, hair products. If you don't see anything here in the trial size that you like, you can always take a bigger size that you have at home, put it in the correct size bottle, which is 3 ounce, and pack that.
We're just here to remind you about your 3-1-1 rule, that only 3 ounces in your carry-on in 1 quart size clear bag. So as you can see, the things here in the travel aisle, your lotions, your hair products are all 3 ounces, but we recommend that you checking them just to make sure. You don't want to be in the airport having to rifle through your suitcases, so just please be aware of the ounce limitation.
Bren, is there any use for the packages of wet ones behind you?
Of course, out in your cruise you might not always have access to water, so you can use that to wipe your hands, wipe off various objects, and it's just a very convenient thing to have.
And what about those packages of pocket tissues?
Of course, you may have not access to toilet paper while you're there, so I recommend taking a few packs of those to just put in your backpack.
Anything else from you there, Robin?
Again, if you choose to take something from home that doesn't come in a travel size, just be sure you put it in an approved container, 3 ounces or less. You only get 1 quart size bag to contain all your liquids if you're putting it in your carry-on. If you take something larger, always put it in your checked luggage.
Brad, I don't know which one I should get. I have really long hair. Should I get protection or touchable softness to take with me?
Because I know you love your long, luscious hair, but it's 1 week. I think you can deal with just a smaller thing, maybe even 2-in-1.
Randy, I don't think you know how much shampoo I use.
Like, listen, just 2-in-1,
Just
2-in-1.
If I use 2-in-1, then I won't have to pack as much?
Exactly, and you can also get these convenient travel size containers to put that in. So even if you want to buy that, then we can put it in
Wow, those are really convenient.
2-in-1, everyone, 2-in-1.
A lot of times people ask about, do they need special hair dryers and appliances when they go to Guatemala? Well, first of all, you can take those things. You don't need a whole lot of things. Some people take their regular size, but this is going to eat up a lot of space in your suitcase. So if you happen to have a smaller one, or maybe even like one of these travel size that you can fold the handle up, this is going to be a much better choice. You don't need any sort of adapter. Your regular outlets, you won't have a lot of them in your hotel room, but you can. You can take your blow dryer, you can take a straightener, and you can look your best for all those great photo ops in Guatemala.
For those of you who deal with long hair like myself, you're going to have to buy some type of hair product. We recommend having your hair tied up when you're on the work sites just to prevent it from falling in your face. You may be very warm and hot, and this will just keep it out of the way and much cleaner. You can also get some headbands over here if you have any flyaway hairs that you don't want pictures. You will have lots of pictures taken, so we recommend having your hair look semi-presentable because you'll get home and want to show people photos. We just want you to like your photos.
This is going to be one of your essentials every day when you're at the work site. This is what you need to pack for your own personal use. Your crew leaders will have refills for you at the community center and back at the hotel. So there is no need to put one of these in your checked baggage.
Rod, is there any advantage to having one of these?
Oh yes, there's a great advantage because this one has this handy dandy belt loop hook that you can just fasten it right to your belt loop or your backpack and always have it with you.
let you in on a little secret, but you can't tell anyone. Don't wear gray t-shirts. I know stuff. It doesn't work out for you. Your armpits have big rings.
A small bit of information you might like to know is yes, you can pack one razor with you in your 311 bag. However, if you plan on taking a very large pack of razors to share with your friends and your family, then you better throw it in your checked baggage.
Here I am looking for a hat. Some people like to have a hat on because there will be some soot falling. Keep the sun off your head, even though we're in the rainy season. So we're saying what's appropriate and what's not. This goes for t-shirts and hats. Some of the things, we have a logo on the front, and these are some of the things. Superman, okay, that's fine. Nothing bad about that. Doggy hat, that's fine. No problem with that. And this one here, little man with a mustache, that's a do. That's a do. But when we get to something with a logo that represents a tobacco product or an alcohol beverage, even though you will see this down there, this is something we don't want to represent. So any shirt you have, really look at what's the print on it.
Because we like you, we want to let you in on a secret, but you can't tell anyone. Don't wear gray t-shirts. Your armpits.
It's always nice to throw a nice little protein bar in your backpack sometimes, because sometimes the meals just aren't fulfilling. It's also nice to have some protein bars. Always good for on the go.
Do you take those in your backpack, Laura?
You can, but it's not. We have a packed lunch, so I don't recommend taking it in your backpack. But if a meal just isn't sitting with you, go ahead, eat one. Oh, I don't know.